We're outside at the Dobsonville police station here in Soweto, where from this morning, members of both the EFF as well as Operation Dudula have gathered outside here, both demonstration on either side of the road. What we know is that the EFF came this morning to support a member of the community who claims that he was intimidated and assaulted by the operation on Sunday when they allegedly pitched up at his home, which was suspected of being a drug den, and went through his home. He claims that this was a break-in and he was assaulted. Or we saw him coming out of the police station now after opening up that charges. Quite emotional at this moment and unable to speak with the media. Also heard from the EFF calling on their members to stand up for themselves. But I want to bring in Operation Dudula person right now, one of the people that are part of the organization. Just get a sense from them on some of the allegations that were brought towards them during this time. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Patrick. You here as Operation Dudula, and we know that the EFF is here today to open up charges both against the movement as well as its leader, Inhlathe Lux. What's your response to some of the allegations and accusations that have been brought forward towards your organization?
You know, we are so disappointed, Mama, because how can they single out one individual, whereas we were there collectively, so as the whole organization. And remember, our operation, our modus operandi is very simple. We identify hotspots, and then with the information we have, we go to the precinct commander, which is the station commander of the police station, and then we give them information to follow us and operationalize the information we give them. So if ever they want to lay charges against one of our leaders, they should have laid all charges against all of us, even SABs, because our operations are being led by SABs and Home Affairs. So now we are so suppressed by the big organization like EFF. Then we're starting to question their integrity, say no, how can they be in cahoots of criminals? Because remember, the person who is laying charges here against our leader Inhlathe, and then community identified him as a drug peddler. He's feeding our children with drugs. So the whole organization, if he's doing like this, then it's questionable on their part. And then now we are so puzzled, saying, no, how can they do that? If they arrest Inhlathe, they must also arrest police and us collectively. So,
if I remember correctly, this is the operation that took place on Sunday, right? It was identified a drug house, but no drugs were found on the premises, if I'm correct, right?
Yes. Remember, no drugs were found on the premises. But we alerted police. Then we don't know who tipped them off, who tipped that guy off. But the police were there doing such and everything. Remember, Operation Dudula, we are law and order. And then we are also against the illegal immigrants, you know. And then now we're starting to question the integrity of EFF. But we know why they're doing this, because they are pro borderless South Africa. So, but we know we are also pro one Africa. But Africa cannot be seen illegally as united in South Africa. We need people with papers here. Unless if EFF said no, they repealed our immigration law, especially Section 9 of Immigration Act 13 of 2002, which says any person who enters our country other than any place through place of other than at any place other than through port of entry, which is airport or border post, is an illegal foreigner. Therefore, they must be arrested and deported as per Section 32 of the very same act. Now, if EFF is doing like this, they're encouraging people to contravene our constitution. They are not above our constitution. We need to follow our immigration laws. Unless they say, they give us a new document saying, no, we repealed these sections, then we do have a new document. Then we will follow as Operation Dudula, because we are law and order. Otherwise, if they keep doing this, we will also lay counter charges of Section 21 of PRECA. PRECA means prevention and combating of corrupt activities, and enforced together with Section 9 of POCA Act, which is prevention of organized crime, because they're giving illegal foreigners false hope that no, police won't arrest them, and then they just come here freely, do as they wish, they run amok. Remember, even their fingerprints, they are not there on our systems. Once they commit crime, and then Police are struggling to find those people because sometimes they can change from one location to another. They're moving from Soweto to Pretoria, from Pretoria to Rustenburg. We can't allow that as a country, please.
We also heard from the EFF saying that they're calling on their members that should Operation Dudula come to their home or to their property, that they should react or not allow them to continue. What's your reaction to that kind of message that's being sent?
No. We can't carry out. We as Operation Dudula, we don't carry out illegal operations. We collect information from community. Say no. We have identified this house as a drug dealing den, and then with the information we have, we give it to SABC, a special station commander. Police will operationalize. So we can't go to their houses alone as Operation Dudula. Our operations are led by SABC and Home Affairs. So have you ever seen any vigilante group who is working with SABC and Home Affairs? Come on.
Thank you so much. That was Operation Dudula speaking to us here outside the Dobsonville police station, where earlier this morning, or earlier this afternoon, we saw these charges being laid against Operation Dudula's leader in Tlatla Lux. Heard from the EFF, very vocal and passionate, calling on their members to ensure that they don't allow these operations to continue. These operations have begun both here in Soweto as well as in Alexandra, really pinpointing the illegal immigration issues within the townships, as well as drug dens which they allege are coming into the communities and really affecting the youth. Some of the issues that the operation stands for, the EFF coming out today saying that this operation has allegedly assaulted and illegally broke into one of these homes, and the victim, a 59-year-old elderly man, one of the alleged. So far, we are seeing the crowds both disperse on both sides as this operation comes to an end for today. That's it from me, Hasina Gori, here in Dobsonville, Soweto.